What's good, everybody? I'm here to cover the Carracosta buffs and changes. If you are new here and you just happen to be clicking on this video, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. But with that being said, I want to have a quick little disclaimer to check out the description below, especially if you're new here and you've yet to do so, because you could check out all of the really cool buffs and changes in this hack. They are extremely detailed and a lot more in depth than probably any hack that you've ever played, most likely. And most importantly, the moves are all reworked, so 600 plus move changes and buffs and 130 plus custom brand new moves with new names and all that stuff. So you should definitely check out what all those do now, because it definitely drastically affects the way the game would play and what the Pokemon do. Moves are a huge deal. With that being said, though, Carracosta, one of many rock water types, which I had to balance amongst each other and make them stand out from one another, hence why Carracosta lost Swift Swim. Not that it was that good, because he only had 32 speed, and no speed stat higher than that really fits at all. Kabutops is, of course, the rock water Swift Swim holder. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Swift Swimmer, that's a better way of saying it. But in return, Carracosta has some incredible new bulk and two great abilities in Strong Jaw and Bulletproof. Strong Jaw might seem a bit weird to some of you. Let me just Carracosta. But first of all, looking at him, he's got those big little, not big little, nice English, bro. Big fangs right there sticking out of his little mandible. Little, I don't know why I keep saying that. But if you read the Pokedex entries, incredible jaw strength. That's literally enough. I don't even have to read anymore, but I'm going to keep reading. Incredible jaw strength enables them to chew up steel beams and rocks along with their prey. Blah, 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 blah. Chew it up, shell or bones and all. Its jaws are terrifyingly powerful. It could eat Amistar and Ammonite whole and not be bothered in the slightest by their shells. So, Strong Jaw, perfect logic right there. And he now has a stab move to abuse a Strong Jaw. If he didn't, it would still be a good ability because it gives you a large 50% boost to the buffed fangs. Again, every move for the most part is buffed or changed, so I'm not going to cover every single individual move buff and change here. But Jagged Fangs is your stab Strong Jaw boosted move. That is a rock type move, 85 base power, so that goes to 128 base power with Strong Jaw, making it even stronger than Stone Edge. It's not as strong as Head Smash or Rock Wrecker, but of course those have obvious downsides, with Head Smash being, dropping your defensive stats and giving you recoil, and then Rock Wrecker dropping your attack stat by 2. And then Stone Edge, not only is it weaker, but it also has a 10% chance to miss still. But it's only 8 base power weaker. However, Stone Edge is a very late game move anyways. So Jagged Fangs, incredible move nonetheless. Great, reliable, powerful stab move. And then you of course have Psychic Fangs, which is 128 base power, and Crunch, which is 128 base power. Of course with Strong Jaw, not with Bulletproof, which I'll get into, and is also an incredible ability. But lastly, the last two Fang moves you have are Ice Fang and Poison Fang, both of which become 112 base power. So you have really good coverage. You have Rock, Psychic, Dark, Ice, and Poison. Those are really good Fang moves that you have access to. And then, of course, with the Infinite Usability Capsule, you can easily switch between Bulletproof and Strong Jaw. Bulletproof is incredible. If you are not familiar with what moves Bulletproof blocks, you can check out the Google Sheet below, and there is a very detailed little guide. And you can check out what all these moves do now, because all these moves are also buffed or changed for the most part, and they're a lot more common. And there's also a couple of new attacks that are boosted, that are blocked by Bulletproof. And what I want to say is, there's the obvious incredible stuff here, right? With Bulletproof, Carracosta is immune to Energy Ball, Seed Bomb, Focus Blast, Aura Sphere, and Bullet Seed. Those are all like, oh my god, he's weak to those moves, and now he's immune to them. It's so beautiful. But in general, being immune to any of these moves is a great tool. So moves, I'll cover the super effective ones first. So those, grass and fighting moves, as well as Mud Bomb, which is a very powerful and common attack now. Those are all really nice to be immune to. But in general, being immune to stuff like Shadow Ball, a very common attack, Sludge Bomb even. So like the neutral moves are, stuff like Triple Cannonade, Bug Bomber, Magnetic Burst, Electro Ball you're also weak to, by the way, and you're slow. And Electro Ball now gives a speed boost, so that's a really good move on a lot of Pokemon. So being immune to that is great. I forgot to mention that. And then, just in general, switching on any of these moves is really awesome. Weather Ball, Rock Blast, Zap Cannon. Oh, I didn't cover Zap Cannon either. I'm forgetting about Electric type for some reason. Zap Cannon, that is Electric type Cycle Boost. So very, very strong right there. And you're completely immune to it. You block it entirely. So even if you resist stuff like Sludge Bomb, for example, and Searing Shot, not only do you take 0 damage, so 0 damage is better than taking, for example, 20% from a stab Sludge Bomb from something. That's incredible. Not to mention, you also remove the additional effect, so you don't have to worry about a Sludge Bomb poison or a Searing Shot burn or any of this stuff. So in general, Bulletproof is an incredible ability, and it is its viability is severely is kind of a negative sounding word. It is drastically helped I guess you could say, by the fact that you have access to infinite usability capsules, because by nature, Bulletproof is a situational ability, right? So you can easily just slap it on when you see in the trainer documents that the Pokemon in front of you has Energy Ball or Seed Bomb or any of these moves. You slap on Bulletproof, you switch your Carracosta in. I believe the AI might not even know how Bulletproof works, so they might just use Energy Ball and Seed Bomb and stuff on you no matter what. So that's really good. I don't know if they would spam it, but I don't know. They might click it once or twice and then not realize. Honestly, I'm gonna have to test that one day. AI, and even with the highest AI in Gen 7, is not the best, but it's actually not that bad. It does some really cool things. It can actually technically switch out sometimes and stuff. But either way, two great abilities, okay? And also logic-wise, so I covered Strong Jaw logic. Bulletproof logic, pretty obvious. My man literally has a bulletproof vest on. If you see it, my man got the built-in assault vest on his design. Carracosta is really cool, underrated, because Archeops is so much cooler, so people always like gravitate towards Archeops, but Carracosta is cool, man. I like him. Stat-wise, a lot bulkier. 84, 143, 100 bulk is significantly better than it used to be. Of course, just to deal with the higher power levels in the hack and stuff, and also logically, he's a big turtle. 84 base HP is a lot more fitting, same as like Empoleon and stuff. And then defense stat is a much better, and the FDF is significantly better. Slight drop to special attack just for base stat total. They are 550, tying with the other fossils like Rampardos, Bastiodon. Of course, Archeops will also be 550. And then the other fossils are 535 and 525, and then the Kalos ones are going to be interesting. We'll get to those eventually. But yeah, 118 base attack as well, so that's really nice, especially with the strong jaw jagger things and all that stuff, and also just the strong moves in general. Otherwise, you got a lot of great utility. Tortuga is also a little bit better, a lot better actually, just to use, even though honestly, by the time you can buy the fossils, it'll be like level 30 anyways, so you won't be using it for very much, sadly. Because I don't have enough Pokemon space to put them earlier, probably. I don't know. I'll see eventually. But Solid Rock, nice little ability on Tortuga, because Bulletproof, of course, is not the most useful. Although, honestly, it's not terrible, because stuff like Bullet Seed and stuff is, and Seed Bomb is early game. Not early game, but like is available early on. But in general, not worth it. I'd rather have Solid Rock on Tortuga. Yeah, otherwise you have reliable recovery with Sediment. That works great in the sand. You heal by 2/3 in the sand, and of course you're even bulkier in the sand. Assault Vest sets would be really nice. Shell Smash is not the best because your speed is very low, but because there is no Choice Scarf to worry about, if you do slap on max speed EVs, you will outspeed some stuff. If you got lucky enough, so you hit 326 speed with Neutral Nature max speed after a Shell Smash. 326 is almost, it's like base 90 something. So that's not terrible. You can outspeed certain things. You also, of course, have priority in the form of Aqua Jet and Accelerock and First Impression. Every Pokemon in attack has priority for the most part, and First Impression is a great TM to be able to slap bomb whenever you need it to hit a certain Pokemon, and then you delete it after. But if you have a plus speed nature, you outspeed a lot more stuff. If you have a plus speed nature, you hit 358, which outspeeds base 112 off the top of my head. Let me check myself. I'm pretty sure it's 112. 113 actually. So you outspeed base 113 speed Pokemon with a max speed, plus speed nature. So that's really good. If you got a plus speed nature, you're a little bit lucky. Although I wouldn't say lucky, but you can use Shell Smash and Rock Polish to a better extent. Rock Polish is also great because it gives you +2 speed and +1 accuracy. You can also run a mean weakness policy set if you want to set up that way with Rock Polish. Rock Polish is nice because it gives you an accuracy increase on moves like Stone Edge and Surging Strikes, which can of course miss. So yeah, otherwise just a great buffs and changes here. It's got Withdraw, which gives it a +1 defense and special defense boost. Lots of great coverage besides the Fangs. Counter is nice for utility. Priority already said is good. Yeah, that's really about it. Strong stab moves. It's really simple. Parting Shot's nice. Most Pokemon in attack have that just to deal with a lot of the help you deal with a lot of the offensive bullshit. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for listening. Hopefully you found this video informative and entertaining. If you did, definitely make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back for more new Pokemon coming up. Peace.